Hi, I'm Laura.
I'm Morgan.
Our debate is on the topic of genocide.
What is genocide?
Genocide is the deliberate killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
For example, there was a mass killing in Darfur that started in 2003. General Omar Bashir took over the Sudan government by military force. This caused tension with the Arabians and African farmers within the country over political control.
The president sent out Arab militias called the Janjaweed to attack hundreds of villages throughout the Darfur. This claimed over 400,000 lives while displacing over 2.5 million African farmers. I think that this is not a logical reason to cause a large genocide.
Well, Morgan, Omar is the president of his own country, and he can send out militias if he chooses to do so.
Killing people over power is just not right.
It is right, though. If that's what he has to do to have total political power, then that's what he should do.
Can genocide ever be justified?
No, there is no way to defend genocide. No matter the reason for the action, murder is never okay. Genocide is especially wrong if people are murdering a group of people just for their beliefs, race, or physical appearances.
You're right, Morgan. Murder is wrong. But what if you're killing people that you have a natural hatred for, like murderers, terrorists, and rapists?
Well, I guess if you put it that way, it may be a reason to justify genocide. Though at the same time, it is still morally wrong, and as the church teaches, genocide is not necessary on any members of society.
Well, if a country or leader of the country wants to ethnically cleanse itself of harmful people, there is nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is. People can live where they want, and their race or beliefs should have nothing to do with being killed or just deported.
Hitler chose to kill all the Jewish people because he thought they caused a depression. Therefore, they were causing harm to the country.
Would you consider farm factories as genocide?
No, genocide is the deliberate killing of humans.
Human or not, it is a mass murder of a certain group.
It isn't a hate crime. They are animals, not an ethnic group. We aren't trying to eliminate the species. We only kill the animals for their meat or as a hobby like hunting, not because we do not like them.
Animals a category man gave them to keep track of the creatures on Earth, and it is a lousy justification for deciding who gets to live.
Is reconciliation feasible in countries with genocidal activity?
No, the people whose race was killed cannot be reasoned into forgiving the other party.
What about over time? Do you think that over generations they would be able to move past the genocidal activity?
I think it is too much animosity within a country. I don't think the victims would ever be able to forgive such violent activities.
I believe reconciliation could be possible, but not always. It is hard to accept the things done, but it has happened before. For example, Jewish people and other Germans have moved past the genocide by the Nazis in concentration camps.
Does God condone genocide?
Yes, God allows it to go on. He doesn't stop or prevent it from the activities.
No, God gave us free will, and as humans, we are the ones who allow it to happen.
But God has the power to control it.
God can't intervene with every sin. Sin is sin, and it is always wrong.
Should we prevent genocide? If so, how should we?
No, we should not stop genocide. People have their reasons for wanting to eliminate a race. The certain race may cause harm to a country.
Yes, we should stop it. You should never kill for any reason. People can't do anything about their race. There is nothing wrong with them for believing what they do. To stop genocide, we should get the government involved right away instead of letting it to go on like they did in Rwanda. They should put murderers in jail and be set up tight security until everything settles down.
What are your opinions on using genocide for population control?
I think that is a great reason for population control.
Absolutely not.
But Morgan, the earth is already becoming overpopulated.
That might be true, Laura, but God put us on this earth for a reason. Our roles of being human are meant to be to expand and produce new life. We are God's creatures, and He loves all of us.
Yes, He does, but it's extremely unhealthy for this many people to be on earth at a time. Humans create waste. We pollute the air, water, and ground we walk on. If we pollute the air, we won't be able to breathe, and therefore nobody will be able to live on Earth. Crowding too many people into one country or area can cause disease, and it is very dirty.
But in today's world, we are able to build higher buildings for more people to live in, and we have the medical supplies to keep things sanitary.
Any last opinions or statements you would like to add
Before we end. Well, I still believe that using genocide for ethnic cleansing, population control, and eliminating members of the society, such as murderers, terrorists, and rapists, may not be morally okay and right, but they can be solutions to the problems they cause, as discussed earlier.
I respect your opinions and all your evidence that support your statements, but I still firmly stand by my belief that such a terrible crime to take another's life just can't be justified. God is the only one who has the power over life and death. We as humans do not decide when to take another's life, no matter what we think is a just reason.
How does this apply to your commandment?
This applies to the 8th commandment because you should not hold a specific race or religion accountable for the issues in the world.
If you do this, you are lying and putting the blame on others, as the 8th commandment tells you not to. Okay.